More than 200 confirmed cases of coronavirus, it's called.
Well, if you're heading to the grocery store anytime soon, you may want to make sure you have a mask on hand.
We are hearing more harrowing stories from healthcare workers on the front line.
The risk to the American people remains very low.
My concern is that these decisions are being done by politicians and that they want to do this so that they can be elected.
We direct a statewide order for people to stay at home.
If I get corona, I get corona. At the end of the day, I'm not going to let it stop me.
I don't see anybody with their camera on.
Worldwide coronavirus deaths have passed the 1 million mark.
Pues yo les voy a explicar lo que entendí sobre la pandemia. Que hay que salir, tampoco hay que no salir.
She said I lost my job, and she said I'm so sorry, and we'll get through this.
He had the audacity to break one of the most substantial barriers that exists in our country and select a woman as his vice president.
Vaccines are going to have a major positive impact. They're going to start being implemented and deployed in December and as we get into the early part of the year.
And I feel that it's so important to get education, and when it's so hard to get it and learn through this screen, it really makes it difficult.
It really has to be treated like a disaster recovery. We have to figure out mechanisms to fill in kids' gaps, ways for them to do remediation.
The concept of equilibrium and flow is ubiquitous to science and engineering. We think of the flow of a river like the flow of time, the way the seasons change, individuals grow, and societies collapse. We cannot comprehend the vastly enigmatic world we call humanity. It's beautiful, it's chaotic, energy, and fire. We're all a part of it, influencing it and influenced by it every second of the day. This video is a message from my present self in 2021 to my future self. The challenge with writing a message for the future is that the future is unknown. I have no idea when this will be watched or by whom. To try to have some cohesiveness, I'm doing this video in 3 parts. Part 1, what you just watched, which represents the past. 2020 was indeed a historical period of time, and we just want to say goodbye. Part 2, what you're watching now, which represents the present. I'm going to try to showcase my lifestyle during these times. And Part 3, the future, where I'll be having a conversation with myself. Now, I think it's time for a change in mood, don't you agree? Hello, future people of YouTube. Future me, hello future me. Who's watching this? Is it future Andrew? Hello future Andrew. What year is it? How are you doing? Are you good? You good? Things all right with you?
Did you graduate? You have a job? How's the family? Everyone's good? I certainly hope so. Hello everyone. This is a video message for myself in the future, but also for anyone watching this. And I'm realizing that I have a lot of uncertainty for the future, especially dealing with 2020, context. It's a Sunday morning on January 2021, and we're just getting out of 2020 and that whole thing. Vaccine came out, so we're getting back into it. 2020 was indeed really fascinating. A lot happened. There's a lot to talk about. What do you want to know? Do you have questions for me? And yeah, but I realized that I have a lot of uncertainty for the future. And so what better way to write a message to my future self than to talk to my past self? So I'm going to go ahead and talk to 10 years ago me. Hello, 2011 Andrew. How old am I? I'm 15 years old. 15 years old. Hello, 15-year-old me.
Why don't you just try to draw a real drawing and just stop wasting your time? I try to make a drawing. I mean, I don't think you have to be so demeaning towards it.
God, I'm already cringing just thinking about it. What's up, man? How you doing? You're good? I'm sure you're good. You're good. I'm sure you have lots of questions for me. You certainly didn't know what was going to happen. But yeah, man, there's some things that I kind of want to tell you, dog. You have a lot of uncertainty, and I still do. That's okay. Uncertainty is justified. It's okay to question the future. I was wondering, where am I gonna go to college? What am I gonna study? Who are the people I'm gonna talk to? Am I gonna stay with my friends forever? Don't trip, man. Don't trip. That's the bottom line I'm trying to say to myself. Is you like Avatar, Just think about water bending. Just go with the flow, man. Don't trip. You're gonna major in something called chemical engineering. I don't even know if I knew what that was 10 years ago. I don't think I did. So there's something called chemical engineering. Do you know what that is? There's a lot you can do to prepare. There's a lot. You can start reviewing some physics, some calculus, chemistry, chemical engineering. It's all about chemistry, right? But I think above all, I really want you to review your algebra and your functions, because chemical engineering is all about processes, and just think of those as functions, okay? You're right in the middle of high school, right? So I think you can study functions. If you study functions, yeah, that's gonna help immensely for your career, dude. Trust me. Yeah, again, I'm sure you have lots of questions. Like, you're passionate about lots of things. You're interested in music. You're wondering, is music a hobby? Passion? What is that? Don't drop music. Music is a good thing. That's very interesting. 10 years ago, you birthed something, which is this YouTube channel that you're watching this now. Sanchoneering. Back then it was called Mr. Sanchester. Now it's called Sanchoneering. It's cute. It's nice. I like your channel, dude. Keep up the good work. So grand announcement. I'm starting a second channel on the 10-year anniversary of my first channel. This video is not really a channel update video, so I'll link the channel in the description because I'm really excited about it. Yeah, man, bottom line is don't trip. You can't predict the future. You can't predict what's going to happen with technology, with social media, with society as a whole, with your family, with yourself. You can't predict the future. So just accept it as what it is and just follow your passions. Let your passions guide you. And just keep up the good work, man. Don't be scared. You could always work harder. You can always put more effort into what you do. Try not to slack off too much. But yeah, you will indeed go to college. You will indeed have a grand old time studying chemical engineering. You're gonna meet lots of cool people, lots of cool mentors, professors, teachers, family. Yeah, lots of really awesome social interactions that you will end up being extremely grateful for. Sorry, dude, since I'm kind of thinking about a lot of things all over the place, I'm gonna give you 3 tips just to finalize this. Number 1, don't trip about the future. You can't predict the future. A lot's gonna happen. A lot of good things, a lot of not so good things. Yeah, it's inevitable. That's okay. you're gonna do just fine. Just don't trip. Number 2, read a lot. Read about functions. The fact that if I knew 10 years ago that I was going to be studying chemical engineering, because I did not know that. If I knew that, and I could tell myself 10 years ago that I'm going to study chemical engineering, and knowing what I know about my major now, I would just tell myself, just study functions, like a lot. Just read about functions, f of x equals x squared, cosine of x, everything with algebra, just really just hammer down algebra as much as you can. Do lots of math. And anyone watching this that is not doing engineering, I still really encourage you to do math. Seriously, math is amazing. And not just math. Read a lot. Read about history. History is great. Literature. Read about your passions. And so that leads to my third one. Let your passions guide you. Let your passions flow you along this path of time. I was really uncertain about music as a career or hobby, math, what's going to be my major, my career. That's okay. Let your passions guide you and work hard, play hard, that cheesy. But also passionate about yourself. You need to be motivated. And so think about what motivates you, because you're going to need a lot of motivation for those long all-nighters in college, for sure. You're going to need motivation. Friends are great. Friends are fantastic. You're going to meet some fantastic individuals and family. Appreciate your family. I'm sure you do. But just always have that passion in your heart. Let that drive you. Avatar: The Last Airbender is probably my favorite show back then. Here's a treat for y'all. Here's a video from 10 years ago that's just gonna be cringe, but fire. Air. Hey, it's adorable. It's adorable. And I loved Avatar back then, and I still love it today because of it's a lot. The music, the philosophy. Try to embody your passions in what you do. I don't know what else to say. That's a lot. I think it's gonna be a great year for engineering. I have a lot of content in mind. So for a while, I'm gonna try to post on here like less frequently, and then on my new channel more frequently. So go ahead and check that out. I'll explain that a little bit better in the other video. But seriously, whoever's watching this, thank you so much.
6.5 hours later.
Hello again from the other present in the future. I don't even know how to say this anymore. I've been editing this for a while. I'm having trouble ending this. Honestly, this is not my best work. All I want to say is just thank you to everyone over the years. I have a million thank yous to say to all my teachers, my family, my friends, my mentors, and my subscribers. The whole 2,000 of you over the past 10 years. Like, it's not a lot compared to like a lot of people, but to me it's a lot. And for some reason YouTube has a quite profound impact on my life, along with everything else that I mentioned. So I'm just gonna end it. I'm excited to produce a lot of content this year, help you guys with engineering or whatever, ask me questions, and I'm excited to see what you guys are gonna put out there on your channels, your TikToks. Go follow my mom's TikTok. She actually made a TikTok this year, and like that's kind of lit. So thank you.